The spy tech firm Palantir was shoo-in for the NHS data deal, fresh emails now suggest. We're going to be looking at this exclusive from Open Democracy, guys. Let's go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is REGANELITE here with an exclusive from Open Democracy with the headline that the spy tech firm Palantir was a shoo-in for the NHS data deal. Fresh emails suggest. So we have covered this a bit in the past from Open Democracy on the spy tech firm Palantir with regards to an NHS data deal. There was a case that at one point that they were going to be in charge of all the NHS data, but apparently that has been debunked here by some people. But fresh emails suggest that they were shoo-in there for this data deal. So Labour and Tory MPs to demand review as email chain appears to show the health chiefs knew the firm would win the deal. Let's read more into this, guys. So the US spy tech firm Palantir was a shoo-in for the multi-million-pound NHS contract months before the deal was signed. Emails obtained from Open Democracy appears to show. The email exchange from 2020 in which senior NHS executives discussed the budget for a new national data platform sees more than one person referred to Palantir as a requisite for the funding. The firm, owned by billionaire Donald Trump donor Peter Thiel, for a second I thought we were going to say it's owned by Donald Trump, but it's not. A Donald Trump donor, has won 5 NHS deals, 5 of them, in a row without tender. It is heavily tipped to secure a separate contract worth $480 million later this year to build a new operating system for the NHS. Conservative MP David Davis told Open Democracy it was incredibly concerning that the NHS appears to have already taken decisions to award the contracts to Palantir before the end of the procurement process. He added, "It's allowing a company with Palantir's provenance to the NHS needs careful scrutiny. It must not be railroaded through in secretly. Palantir officially signed a $23.5 million deal on the 11th of December 2020 to operate a full-scale data store of NHS patient information, building on work carried out in the pandemic." I've had people in the comments previously when I first covered this claim that this is not true. So you let me know here in the comments if that is still not true on the full, whether they had operated a full-scale data storage. Maybe not all of it, but maybe the vast majority of it, possibly. More than 2 months earlier, on the 5th of October 2020, an official from NHS England and NHS Improvement sent an email to the Health Service Chief, Data and Analytics Officer Ming Tang with the subject line, "Update finances for data platform project Sync." The email provided detailed information on how NHS England could structure a budget for the project and appears to refer to Palantir as the requisite for the funding, stating at one point this provides a total of $26 million for Palantir's higher than our previous ask of $24 million. The executives, whose name is redacted, then asked for an accountant to support us in getting the budget transfers before warning delays here could lead to risk of non-delivery. Tank responded with 3 hours later writing, "Why we are trying to keep Palantir to 10 to 12 million per year," and told the unnamed person to prepare information on the costs versus funding on this. She also said on the proposed budget, "I won't send him yet. We'll share screen instead." The name of the person she is referring to is redacted through the documents Open Democracy has seen, and it is unclear what their role is and what organisation they work for. NHS England has denied any wrongdoing, a spokesperson has said. We're going to see the email as we go down, guys, just in case you're wondering. Clarifications are being sought from several potential suppliers as part of the routine financial planning and commercial decision making. The spokesperson insisted that England had acted in accordance with all relevant commercial and legal rules. But critics said the documents seen by Open Democracy are further proof that Palantir is favoured by NHS executives, despite its controversial links to Donald Trump and the CIA, the Central Intelligence Agency of the US, in charge of our National Healthcare Service data. Don't like that at all, guys. Corey Cryer, the director of legal campaigns Foxgrove, told Open Democracy, "This goes to show that a handful of officials have favoured them from the start." Surveillance software. Thiel, the big money man for Trump's Make America Great Again campaign, founded Palantir in 2003 with funding from the CIA-controlled firm IntelQ. The firm clients including the US Army, which uses its surveillance software to conduct drone strikes. British health campaigners have questioned whether a company with Palantir's history should be entrusted to work with the NHS in 2021. The government promised not to enter any new contracts with Palantir without consulting the public after Open Democracy and Foxgrove took legal action against the Department for Health and Social Care. But earlier this year, an Open Democracy investigation revealed the NHS, seemingly in breath of that pledge, has ordered all English hospitals to share confidential patient information with Palantir. They want to know the patient's data. They want to know, guys. They really want to know, and I don't like it at all. I really, really don't. Parliament must scrutinise why Palantir is being singled out to deliver sensitive data services. Labour MP Rachel Markfield, Vice Chair of the Health Select Committee. Health service insiders believe Palantir is now being lined up to win a $450 million NHS contract later this year to run a federal data platform. Final tenders for the platform, which will act as a new operating system for the NHS, were due to be submitted last week. Joe Mackinnon, the director of Good Law Project, told Open Democracy it's widely believed that Palantir is being lined up for this hugely valuable NHS data contract, despite concerns over what it will do with the patient's data. These emails support those concerns. There are further concerns about the usefulness of Palantir's software, with 11 hospital trusts either pausing or suspending trials of the company's Foundry database. Criteria said several real post-pilots of Palantir's software at hospitals appeared to have failed. We call on Parliament to investigate the deal and get to the bottom of the failed pilots before it's too late. Labour MP Rachel Markfield, Vice Chair of the Health Select Committee, also called for more parliamentary scrutiny. She told Open Democracy before another deal was signed with Palantir, Parliament must have the opportunity to scrutinise the financial operations of the NHS England and the way it is handing out contracts. Issues concerning public consent over data use and why Palantir is being singled out to deliver sensitive data services. The National Data Guardian. 6 weeks after the NHS data chief Tang wrote about trying to keep Palantir to 10 to 12 million a year, she met the government patient privacy champion, Damien Florent Cataluc, who was then probing the health service relationship with Palantir. A document of Tang's talking points for the 19th of November meeting disclosed under the Freedom of Information Act and dated the previous day, suggested no provider had yet been chosen for the contract. We have been working with Palantir to continue to build out our modules that we think are critical to our response and to our package up to the code and data modules, and we are currently in an open procurement process for a longer term solution. Hancock, who has since died, was at the time serving as UK's first statutory national data guardian and was a hugely influential figure in medical confidentiality. In 2016, her review of the government's botched attempt to reuse patient data without consent led to a failure of its data.care project. Catalytic successor at the National Data Guardian, Dr. Nicola Braid, warned NHS England last year that its new data platform must avoid common pitfalls around trust and transparency that have frustrated previous initiatives, not individuals, apologies. An NHS England spokesperson told Open Democracy the description of the procurement process in Tang's talking points was accurate. It was ongoing and was being conducted on an open basis with a transparent government procurement framework. Palantir told Open Democracy it could not comment on NHS procurement issues. So here, guys, this is apparently the email. So here at the top says 5th of the 10th 2020 email exchange Palantir 23 million-2. So from NHS England and NHS Improvement, sent on October the 6th there, to Tang and Ming, NHS England, NHS Improvement. The subject is update finances and data platform project there. It says attached, it doesn't split 12 million a year evenly if we want to make the best license and capital costs, as we need to pay a minimum of 2 years in advance to comply with the capital rules. A lot of it's obviously redacted. NHS England and NHS Improvement. Again, from Tang Ming to someone under NHS England and NHS Improvement, saying thanks. Could you do us a cost versus funding view for me as well? We are trying to keep Palantir to 10-12 million a year, plus we have costs around 4 million a year. I won't send him it yet. I will share screen. It says thanks Ming. Another one here on this was on Monday the 5th of October. Ming was saying, before you send this to something, I think we can settle on IMS and vacancies and vaxes at 12 million, but correct me if I'm wrong, yearly one numbers. And carrying on from the email there, it says, I have repriced the original table to pay more money this year, reducing the burden on the next financial year. This provides a total of 26 million for Platinum, higher than our previous ask of 24 million due to the increased money for immunes and vaccines, and also needed for capital and revenue split. We could lower the NHS capital monies by 2 million in 2021 and do not do this, but I would not recommend it. It says, A, there is a flex to the current budget for support desks, high salaries, etc. B, I'm assuming the immunes and vax money is revenue for the base costs for the new systems are currently capex. Also says there is a 4.4 million VAT contingency for now, and we need to fund this money in the NHS EI pot. It says here what we need to know: can we have a revenue budget code and early permissions to create a HR business care, allowing us to establish a new 2-year post even if the money has not been transferred? Delays could lead us to risk of non-delivery. Is the budget code under COO and CFO? This impacts on the establishment control process. Can we have an accountant to support us to help us get the budget transfers? Do we need a new capex code or permission to add budget to the existing one? So the supply chain obviously has been cut from here. You can see some of the numbers there. I'm not going to read all that, but yeah, I just don't like this at all, guys. So when you think more here. This is 28th of August 2020. Please see below any notes for why I took down the agreement to process the data platform data cell group. Yeah, this just stinks. Can we really trust these guys? Can we really trust these people, guys? That's the really question. No, is my simple answer, guys. The answer is no. And I just think we just can't trust them. Like they're not been around long enough. They don't like. It just stinks of taxpayers' money going into the hands of a company. Are they really in the best interest? With links to Donald Trump and links to the CIA, for crying out loud. I mean, it's just no. It's just no. They should not be having their hands in the National Healthcare Service. This company, in my opinion, they shouldn't be anywhere near it. I don't think it should be anywhere near it. I think it should be, my personal opinion, I think it should be a British company, a local-based British company that should be handling this, or multiple British companies. I don't trust this American company whatsoever, considering past reviews that we've looked at, guys. And it's dangerous and it's scary that our data is going to be in the hands of Americans who are going to try to take advantage of this data, patient-sensitive data, as a means to try and get more money out of people, guys. That's what it's going to be, and this is not good at all. What do you guys make of this? Do you think this company is reliable? The fact that they have links to Donald Trump and the CIA, and we've talked about them before, but let me know what you guys think now based on this new evidence in the comments down below. Like, share and subscribe as always. I'll put the links for previous videos that I have in there as well, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to catch you all very, very soon.